This is Ramboogreenhands serious sowing. So if you are watching this video, I want everybody to just drop a comment in that section and tell me what you are sowing right now. Whether it's chives, whether it's garlic, whatever you're doing, it doesn't matter what you're doing. If you're sowing something inside the home or if you're sowing something outside the home, let me know in the comment section what you are sowing so you can have some amazing fruit and vegetable when they're growing. And please enjoy. Video to encourage you as a gardener or someone that is intrigued or interested in gardening. Go out there and sow something. You don't have to go buy a lot of things in the shop. You need seed, you need soil and love. So don't be scared. Grow something. This is my first time and this is episode 1, and in this episode we're going to be growing, or we're going to be sowing together, some watermelon. What are you looking at right now is a container filled with soil, but the container that I'm using to sow the watermelon in is actually a grape container. In the UK, if you go to Tesco's, you go to Asda's or any supermarket, and I'm not sure in America, but in containers that have vegetables or fruits that comes in, they have some really nice holes at the bottom of them which are very good for drainage. So this is perfect for something to sow in, and they're nice, and you're not just throwing away the equipment or the when you get something, you're finding other usage for it. And that is what I'm thinking about as well. Like, I think a lot of people, like more people should be doing this. Find other uses rather than just one use and throw away. And this is probably why the world is where it is right now, because we've been throwing away a lot of things. We're not using it more than once. So what I did, I rinsed it out. I compressed a multi-purpose compost in here, which is fantastic. I've used it before for my other plants. I've used it for my ginger, and I've used it for when I was transplanted my jade plant into a thing. Actually, guys, I don't know if this is a bit too quick, but this is what the jade plant is doing right now. It's just beautiful. Okay, I'm losing a little bit of track here, but let me get back to what I was doing, which is watermelon. Okay, so I've got my pencil. I'm gonna just I might just plant about 6 or maybe 8 seeds. If there's amount of space, it's perfect for it. You know, I could use my finger, but I'm using the pencil because it's a little bit better, because then it's easier to go into small holes. I'm giving it a little bit of gap so if they do come, and they can actually grow nicely. So I'm doing this. And I find it really, really, really important that we as human beings right now, we start to think about how we're going to be in the future, because the world is changing, guys. Whether or not you like it or not, it's changing. This looks lovely. Next, I'm going to be taking out the seeds. If I can ever actually open them. I'm having a hard time opening these because these are made out of like a plastic with a foil over the plastic, so the plastic is quite difficult. Just give you guys a look at how the seeds look. That's the seeds right there. They look so nice. I'm really hoping that they do germinate. I would actually really, really be happy and glad if they do, because this is my first time ever sowing watermelon. So I'm gonna put 1 into there, 2, 3, 4. I'm not too worried about how it goes into it. Once the heat starts germinate, the plant always will rise up no matter how you put it. 8. I'm gonna start with 8. I'm not too worried if they don't germinate, because there's 90 seeds in here. If I don't see any germination, I'll just plant some more. But I really want to plant them or get them germinated by the mid of May, and hopefully by the grace of God I can get them planted out by the end of May, so they can get all that time with the sunlight outside to sort of like, or if they're going to produce thing, you know, because this is just a experiment to say the least. Next, I'm just going to bring back the soil over it. And that is that. Let me just get some water on there. Is what I'm going to add to it to make it into a propagator using exactly the same item at the bottom there. What I'm using is the same thing. It's a grape container that I rinsed out. I'm going to use it, and that's going to be creating an easy home hack propagator. So I'm going to tape it along the sides of it and make sure it stays there by using some sellotape just to hold it in place. And there you go. You actually have a propagator ready to go for my beautiful warm crimson sweet watermelon. And there's a bonus as well. What it is, I bought some chicken thing, and because I don't want it to leak anywhere at home or where I'm going to place it, it goes in there nicely. Perfect thing for you to grow with a little bit of soil and a few things that you have already. And this is after about 5 days of them being in the pre-made, or what you want to call it, propagator. But I placed mine on the central heating. So when the heating comes on, because it's quite chilly in the UK at the moment, all that heat tend to just go through the plastic and give it some warmth and increase and speed up the germination. So I'm really proud that 3 of them have made it. It's looking fantastic, I think. Yeah, and they're growing quite fast. I'm looking forward to seeing them come and deliver some amazing fruit. Drop me a comment and let me know what you are sowing this time around the year, whether it's inside or out. And I hope everybody's happy, I hope it's great, and taking care of yourself and each other. And please do not forget the planet.